If you have heard of the psychedelic era of the 60s and 70s, then you must be interested in the magical mystery decor of trippy home interiors of that time. Do you remember the days of loud colors and unconventional furniture that made the late 60s and 70s an era of experimentation and breaking with tradition? These photos take us back to the time period where creativity and mind-blowing designs were the norm. The late 1960s and 70s were marked by a departure from conservative interior decoration. The era was all about loud colors and unconventional furniture that pushed the limits of design. The photos take us back to the time when waterbeds were considered the best bed one could own, and the TV sets displayed psychedelic patterns that could rival any recreational trip. The photos also showcased the explosion of psychedelic cartoons in bathrooms, and mind-bending, surrealistic surroundings in bedrooms that were the opposite of cozy. The psychedelic interiors were not just meant for quiet alone time, but for getting down and hosting groovy parties. The designs were far-reaching, as seen in schools such as St. Paul's School in St. Paul, Minnesota and Mount Healthy School in Columbus, Indiana. The photos capture the bold and trippy designs that were prevalent in these educational institutions. These photos also showcase the circle motif that provided a basic motif for a room, as well as a bedroom worthy of Ron Burgundy. The designs, although gaudy and insane at first glance, deserve respect for pushing the envelope and not being boring. They were a perfect example of industrial thinking at home that transformed ordinary spaces into far-out visual trips. The photos also provide a glimpse into the blend of the new with the conservative, as seen in the Monroe C. Gutman Library at Harvard University. The designs were a testament to inventiveness and resourceful use of materials that transformed ordinary spaces into something extraordinary. As we journey through these photos, we are transported back to an era that dared to be different, an era of experimentation and breaking with tradition. The most exciting part is still ahead, so let's immerse ourselves in the images and reminisce about that era. These photos provide a comprehensive and detailed description of the historical context of the era and the magical mystery decor of the 60s and 70s.